Hello and welcome. Bodhi and I have a special treat for you here tonight. We are at Kringlewood on Inglewood Drive, I believe, in Toronto. And as you can see, it's the Santa Claus Street. I was gonna start out over here with the down Santa, but we'll go here with this giant one, real up close and personal. Welcome to Kringlewood. And we're gonna do our best because it's very cold and icy. And we're gonna do a little loop up and back down. This Santa's seen better days. You're looking a little flat there, sir. No, he's fully inflated. He just needs to be tied up a little better. Yeah. Some are lit up yet. That house didn't do one. Whoa. And once again, we don't have the right camera. We're just winging it with a cell phone. But we'll do our best. Boy. From what I see, we parked in about the middle. So there was a whole street behind us going the other way that had Santas on it. I'm going to try and put Bodhi's leash. He's down here at my left. There's Bodhi. Put his leash in my pocket, and then I can switch hands because it's cold, but it's a lot warmer here than where we started the evening off on the water, trying to get to the Harborfront Winter Market. You're missing your Santa. So I saw a video here years ago of a walk tuber in Toronto during COVID, I believe. Yes, it was during COVID. And he came down here, but I haven't seen anyone do it for quite a while. A pair of shades got lost. I wonder if the streets back and on either side kind of get filled up with them. You know, like it spreads like a virus. Like, okay, so I was talking about COVID. And we're walking up very icy, very cold streets in the middle of the night, probably about 12:30. Very quiet. I bet on a weekend from 7 to 9 or 10, this is very busy. But he had come up here and done a video. I haven't seen anyone do a video for quite a while. Look at his burlap wrap on here. I don't know why they think they need to do that. Keep it from coming out farther, but I don't know. Kind of making the tree all grow a little wonky too. It needs to get sunlight through there. It's not like naturally that tree, the bushes will be fine. without having to be wrapped, like nature didn't have humans to wrap it. Anyway, I'm way off topic here. I watched a video in the dark ages of COVID, and I was really sick. And it was of the Santas up here. I'm gonna have to go to the other side a minute. I kind of lost their sidewalk there. It's there, but it's very icy. This is much better. And I vowed at that time that I'm gonna get the hell out. I'm gonna make it for one, and for two, I'm gonna get out and start seeing some of the world again. And here, Bodhi and I have finally made it to Kringlewood. And I am pumped. I got out of the car and I was just laughing hysterically like, oh my God, it's really true. And from what they had said at the time was, it just kind of grew, like someone put up a Santa and then the neighbor put one up. So you're this guy, so you put that Santa up, and then your neighbor down here puts one up, and then the next one, then all of a sudden, one block, and then two, and then three. Some people don't cooperate. 4 houses in a row over there without one. Maybe people were doing it, new people moved in, whatever. But wow, this is quite the road here. Beautiful, quiet street. Houses all lit up. Oh, that one's got a bunch of patches. Santa's got a boo-boo. He's still up. And even some that don't do the Santas have lights and decorations up. So very cool holiday street. Very festive. Trying to keep one eye on my footing here so we don't go down. Not much ice melt on any of this. Oh, we have a little Santa up here. It's more plasticky. We're at the top of the crest of a hill. Alright, let's get a look at that one. Kind of floating in the wind. Beautiful house. Oh, hang on there, bugs. That's a happy Santa. That's a happy house. There's your thumbnail. Yep. I want that for a screenshot because I like that Santa. Little. Alright, do we want to go all the way down and all the way back up and all the way back down? I think we might. Hudson Drive at Inglewood. Not one car has come by. The whole neighborhood is pretty festive. I can see why it's a great hit. There's a lot of other areas in Toronto with lights. It's like you gotta pick and choose where to go, but like tonight I just wasted so much time trying to get to that one, and I pulled over with driving and booked the Airbnb really quick. Like it's one I had glanced at, and I really should have just taken 5 minutes and like researched it a bit because it was not what I wanted. It's on Danforth Street. And it said it was a townhome, but it's just a business entrance with a graffiti on it. 3 different locks to get into the building. And the codes weren't working. I was out there like it was just freezing at the time. It feels like it warmed up a bit. It's definitely warmer over here. Out of the wind must be better here. All right, maybe we'll turn around at this funky looking Santa over here. Looks like he's bending over. Oh, this looks like a duck. That one over there. That looks like the end of the road, but we're gonna go down the other way. I think we're gonna double back. Oh, here's a whole bunch in a row. All right, let's go take a look at that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that, 6. Oh, they like the show's not over, folks. They're all lit up too. Let's take a look at him. He's tied off to a tree. He's doing something. But yeah, so there was a Packer game on. Almost a playoff game because Packer Broncos. And I've been listening to it on the radio, and it was like a heated game. Back and forth, and I wanted to go in and get into the Airbnb and watch it. And what a freaking shit show, really. I know you're trying to enjoy the Santas, but I'm all about telling stories. And this one goes, I'm trying to get in, wasting all kinds of time, getting very cold, going back and forth. By the time, everything's still not resolved because I get in, all that, and I'm trying to get the game on, and the damn remote won't work. There's a Santa way up high up there. The remote won't work, so I can't watch the game. It's ticking by, and I get it on my phone. It's like I wasted a quarter and a half of this heated, intense game. Like, you know, sometimes it's not about the team winning. It's like watching it and enjoying it and relaxing for 3 hours a week or whatever, and that's your time. Okay, I think we're done. That's Rosedale Heights Road, and they are not participating. So we're going to go back the other way, Bodhi. We'll end here with a Santy on the roof. He's really chilling up there, and that's really festive and fun. Come home to see that on your roof every night. Imagine living over here and getting to walk back and forth, and not walk, drive. I just see it and like, Johnny says to Martha, Martha, we're gonna get one of those Santas this year. Everyone else has got one. She's like, you always say that, everyone else has got one. No, they don't. Bill and Norma down the road don't have one. Well, are we getting one or not? Because I can just imagine that conversation going, I don't know. Ooh, what is this tree called again? Oh my God, it's freaking brilliant. Just brilliant. Man, I don't even know what that's called again. Oh, I can't think right now. Is it a Norway spruce? I think it's a Norway spruce or a weeping Norway spruce, but I didn't know they got that big. So, very cool looking. Not one car came down here. So I feel pretty gypped about that Airbnb. And it's the second one in a row where I got a hot tub and a fireplace and a TV. And the TV didn't work, no matter what it was kind of like a Samsung operating system, Tizen, I think it's called. And here's another one of those trees, weeping Norway spruce. I believe I have one of those planted in my yard, but not that big. Mine's the kind that that grows like a creature in the forest, hanging down. But the TV worked, and then the whole next day it didn't work. Would not connect to an app. Said it had a Wi-Fi signal, everything. Good to excellent, and it didn't work. The hot tub I desperately wanted to get into, and they had going up, and it's cold. Very cold, and I'm talking a lot, and the lungs are really like, you need to either stop talking, stop going up, or warm up. So the hot tub I had to fill by hand with first a garbage can from the kitchen, walking 25-30 meters, 20 meters through the house, onto the deck, into the hot tub. Easy. Not. I had to do it 5 gallons, 19 liters or so, 20 liters, and it can hold 200 gallons, and I probably put 130 gallons into it. There was hardly anything left in it. 150 maybe? Let's say 140. So I went back and forth. It had to be 30 times. With a 5-gallon bucket that you had to fill. It took hours and hours to fill this hot tub back up. And then you get the checkout instructions, and they want you to clean everything up, take the garbage out, do the dishes. And it's like half my time was wasted at that place trying to get things to work. They had a gas fireplace. Bodhi, you need to look out in the back for people coming. We're walking right down the middle of the road. A gas fireplace that was all fogged up. You couldn't see it. There's that Santa we like, the little guy. We got a car coming with the brights on. We'll go back on the sidewalk. And the cover for it, it's just like, who engineers this crap, really? Because you have to take the whole front of the panel off the fireplace to be able to get to the controls to turn it on and off. So aesthetically and functionality and all that, it's just out the window. And so, I mean, I spent half of the time at this Airbnb futzing and finicking around trying to get things to work. And then the lighting was very harsh, overhead lighting. You couldn't dim it down. They did have a Christmas tree. No decorations, just lights on it. I mean, some paper ones up there, something like it. Just no end tables. So like, I'm moving stuff all over the Airbnb the whole time to, there's a G over there. Is that G for Grandpa? Gold Green Bay Packers, go. That's what I'm thinking. He's a Green Bay Packer fan. Well, that's Grandpa's house, and you don't mess with it. Back this way, buddy. So, and then I'm only doing the Airbnb because, like, you're looking for somewhere to camp and it's like $50 a night, and that's through Hip Camp, but they've jacked up their rates to where there's like cleaning fees and all this garbage, so they want $235 a night. Bodhi's gonna do his business over here. He's gotta go pee or something. He's gotta go pee. There's the Bodhi. So you want to look at Santas, and I feel like telling stories, so I can look at this later and be like, yeah, that's what was happening, and that's why I needed to go see a bunch of Santas in the middle of the damn night without any people around. After spending all day, all weekend, a long weekend, it's Sunday, I left on Thursday to go do all this. They got all these burlaps wrapped. Like, I don't really get it. Like, if your roots are exposed in the ground, all right, but like in nature, maybe they're young. Those ones over there weren't. These are younger plant, but like they're established. They're not brand new. You don't need to like wrap them. It's not gonna do anything. They're not getting moisture and sun, and they need both all winter long. So I don't understand that. So we're parked down there, way down there. So we got quite a bit to see yet. We'll go down and back up, or at least down, and I'll walk back up. No peeing. Be respectful. No peeing right there, Bodhi. So, yeah, the camping, the provincial park camping. I'm in Ontario, right? In Canada, Toronto. Blah, 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 blah. Leaves me out with the door handles on those Tesla. It's freaking weird stuff. Anyway, back to my weird stuff. You're paying less for the Airbnb, but like things are not being upkept, and the one I'm at now isn't even very pleasant. There's black mold all over the shower. Like, it's not that clean. I always feel ripped off when I go to one, no matter what you pay for it. So, what is the solution if you're going to travel? If I ever post this video, if anyone ever watches it, tell me if you know me or something. Like, hotels just are not my dig, man. I don't dig a hotel. I don't want to be like parking in a parking lot and like carrying my stuff in through a front counter where everyone's watching you, and like, what are you bringing in and who's coming with you, and like, I don't know. But the one was a luxury cabin, and to have it in that condition or that underfurnished, like not even having like end tables, like, take a good night's rental fee and go to IKEA and get some freaking end tables so it's comfortable for the people like using it. It's like the same as the engineer who made the fire pit cabinet, where all we get to the end of designing it and like, this is how you turn it off, hook it up, your gas lines, all that. But like, oh, I forgot, you know, I'm going on vacation, I forgot to design how to we walked on that side before. I think we're gonna stay over here now. It's just engineered, designed. Like, are people really, I mean, I don't really have to ask because I know. I'm just not even gonna say it. But I can always just like take my audio off of this and just put music, because like I'm ranting and raving about like where I am in life here tonight. But Did we get lost? Because there is that car. Look at all this parking open. All the way up and down. I'm like, oh, I better take the first spot I see. But like, there's parking all the way up and down. A lot of houses kind of in the middle here don't have any. Is that too cold for your feet, Bodhi? Come on, we'll go over here. Over here. Come on, Bodhi. Yeah, we go down the road here. Well, we're 25 minutes into this video. I don't know if I should continue or not, but it goes where that car is way down there to another road with more Santas. So I'm gonna go back to this like crappy little Airbnb through the business graffiti door. Like, I messaged them and I'm like, where is the on-premise parking? And this is listed as a townhome. And he's just like, I mean, I don't know. There are other ones that are listed as hot tubs and stuff. I messaged 5 in a row one evening. I said it's listed as a hot tub. I'm not seeing any pictures. Can you elaborate a little bit? And here we are back at the Santa that's fallen down. Can you elaborate a little bit? And they're like, we have a jacuzzi. One of them, they all said, we have a jacuzzi, have a jacuzzi. Feeling very, very cold down here now. And one goes, we have jacuzzi. Spas are for the rich. And I'm like, come on, man. A couple people said they would delete it. from their listing. But all right, we're gonna oh, I dropped you, Bodhi. He usually stops. We gotta be careful doing that in the road because he'll stop if I drop him. Drop his leash. Oh, got a polar bear. That might be the new thing, the polar bear. I believe there was a place doing snowmans, but I have no idea where. Or maybe just gonna go to the end of the block and come back up. Not gonna cross the street. But so that's my rant. These are the Santas. That's the story as of right now. A bit dismayed, disgruntled, feeling like I got ripped off. Don't know if I have parking tonight. I thought I was gonna be in like a house. It says you're in a shared house. It feels like you're in a rooming house, and you're entering through weird sets of doors. It's not like a house. It's not like this. Like, the whole thing just taking advantage of people. I really do just need to do thorough, in-depth reviews on this stuff so that other people don't have to go through the same crap, because I'm doing my due diligence, trying to weed out the garbage. Ho, ho, ho. And this Santa's got a present in a candy cane. I wonder how long these last. Like, so Inglewood keeps going. You can see Santa way up there, but there's none here. I need to use the washroom, so we're gonna venture back up here, and maybe there's not as many as there used to be. I don't know. Cool street, cool vibe, funny stories. I also didn't mention the room's really small, and like it's overpriced for what it is, and like, man, I'm seriously just gonna start sleeping in my car and showering at the YMCA, because like, yeah, it's cold out here, but I'm not in the wind and stuff in the car. I've got too much gear in there right now to make room to sleep in the car, is what the problem became. I had bought 3 huge bundles of firewood to be able to have my hot tent up at the cabin, because the pictures look like you could. I had a spot for it, so I was going to have the hot tub, and the hot tent is a sauna, and the flat part was the lake. And it wasn't completely frozen, so I can't put it out there. I didn't get to use my firewood, and so I don't have room to sleep in my car, and so I bought that wood that I can't use, and I'm overpaying for Airbnbs. And I'm a little bit better after seeing all these Santas, but that is the most crazy line you're ever gonna get from Kringlewood. So I don't know if I'll ever put these videos up. I film them and I never do. But if anyone ever gets the joy to watch this, if you make it through it, that's the story, man. And so things are going to change again. Airbnbs are out the window. Hip camps are out the window. In Ontario, the camping ends around October 15th every year. That's when I like to start camping. So I'm going to have to figure something else out. And the answer isn't just Crown land or National Forest land. You need to be able to get into it and access it. And because we were walking the other day, this is beat down by people and pets, and you see there's a lot of traffic out here, but I would have needed snowshoes. It was 2 feet deep. So we're going to end with this guy. Have a great night. Enjoy the crazy story. Or be mad at me about it. Either one. I don't care. But that's the story, and that's how I am. So have a great night, and hope you enjoyed it. Later.